All right, today's reading is about the full moon in Gemini. So let's go ahead and get into it and take a deep breath together. And I just ask that we're grounded, present, and open to receive messages. I gotta say, I have tried to start this reading 3 different times. I got 2 minutes into the last reading and then I got full storage. So I was like, instead of like editing and trying to connect a video, I'm just starting over. So, and I think that's almost symbolic too of the way that this energy might be feeling. I pointed out in my video with that there was a Sagittarius stellium going on, and we have the square happening with the North and the South node and the moon right now. So the importance of, I think, even just having to restart this video is, I feel like the Sagittarius energy is giving us the energy to go out there and do it, and the playfulness, the parts of Gemini that is curious and kind of just willing to put themselves out there to see what happens. Gemini's curiosity isn't necessarily because they have like a specific outcome that they're in search for. It's kind of like just to see what happens. They're experimenters in that way, and always in search of more meaning and knowledge. And that's how they get along, and they are sister signs of Sagittarius. So with a lot of this energy happening right now and coming out of Scorpio season, being very internal and into your emotions and into the depths of the truth, Sagittarius is now ready to speak it and be it and act it. So let's go ahead and pull a couple cards about this full moon in Gemini. The Emperor, Temperance. Very cool. It's a lot of masculine energy right now. You got Gemini being a masculine sign, Sagittarius being a masculine sign. And it really is about doing. You're tapping into your spiritual team, your powers, the energy around you, being able to pull from, it's like pulling from thin air the things that you need to make happen. And this energy that you're feeling, I feel like it really is such a relief. You're able to pour into yourself now because like you feel so solid in your truth and who you're becoming and how you're showing up in the world, that you're relaxed, you're able to celebrate and keep searching for meaning and possibilities, not because it's like this endless search where you're always going to be hungry for something, but because like it's satisfying you. It's building up your character and your being and your energy. I just had the Lovers card pop out, right? And so like already that's just showing us like Gemini, Sagittarius is so present right now. And being able to utilize this energy, I think one of the things I had mentioned in my last video was Uranus, and how even though we've retrograded back into Taurus, like when we are able to tap in and enjoy and utilize the eccentric energy of Gemini being in Uranus, or Uranus being in Gemini, excuse me. And so like your ability to play and wonder and connect with your, Gemini kind of represents our siblings, cousins, those kinds of relationships. And so even if you're not necessarily close to your family, it's how like you're building these parts of your family around you and tapping into your neighbors, which maybe that's something that you hadn't really done before. As the Christmas season is approaching, as that holiday season, it's how you connect with those people and And, you know, maybe it's like just giving them Christmas cookies, that kind of thing. I think these ideas are coming to you more, and your ability to act them out is there. That's what the energy here is allowing for. So let's go ahead and get 2 more cards for the Gemini full moon. 5 of Cups and 9 of Cups, with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I think this talks about being able to feel harmony, happiness, and peace, while also honoring how you've been locked in heavy emotions, deep waters, right? That's what I was talking about. Like, it coming out of that Scorpio energy, it feels like a bear coming out of hibernation, because the depths that a lot of us were able to go to, I think, really shows us, like, and this card in particular, it's the labyrinth, right? It's this little head. And if you've ever been in the labyrinth or had that experience, just being able to walk and focus and it being a meditation is one of my favorite things to do with a group of people. I was in a group one time, and it was for mental health, and it was with veterans, because I'm a veteran. So a lot of these people were older men in their 60s, 70s, and this guy had already done it, and we pulled it out, and we're gonna lay it out. This is my effing favorite, Carol, our group leader at the time or whatever. And like, just to see like how maybe like you wouldn't have expected that from that person, right? But to see like somebody want to get into the depths of themselves and find joy, but also like fill it with their community, was something like, that's an experience that still sticks with me. And that was like 10 years ago maybe. So, again, just like showing how we can do this together, we can heal together, we can integrate together. And as we kind of like, Pisces energy, Virgo energy, they're perfectionists, and they're perfectionists in different ways. And the way that they control things is really interesting. And so I think there's like the way that, we're experiencing squares, right, with the moon. The way that you might try to control that energy is maybe trying to like, look at the positive, look at the optimistic parts, right? And that's Sagittarius. That's the ability to be able to see the benefit of the heavier stuff that we're going through. And I think that's an important part to integrate as you're still processing and integrating the heaviness that the Scorpio season had brought up for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get 2 cards to close out. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. So this is this new you, this new part that you're able to integrate and charge forward with in a way that is confident, passionate, and energetic. Your ability to manage your energy and put it to good use, and see how, like, the collective energy that I've tapped into in the reading I did last night, like, really just showcased how, like, our thoughts and our way that we're communicating with ourselves and having clear cognition is really, really beautiful right now. And this is just that energy being able to act it out and be ready for all the newness that is building up in your life right now, because this is a part of your legacy. This is a turning point where the parts of yourself, the higher parts of yourself that you've always felt or tapped into, you know, maybe there's just been different waves, right, of healing and ways that you feel like you've shown up, that like this is a version who I want to be. And maybe that part of yourself, you know, you backtracked on and you know, regressed, right? Maybe that's what it felt like. And now this is your consistency. This is your dedication, devotion to yourself, really showing up. And the mutable energy here is to kind of just shake it up and allow for these changes to happen, welcome these changes, and go through these transitions in a way that, while there may be a lot of squares happening in the sky right now in the stars with the mutable energy, it is the best kind of chaos that is divine order. So I hope you are able to utilize this energy, and much love.